trying to hide the evidence of underground digging. Best place to put it would be in the middle of a wall.
Drill's going in now. Hold it. They hit something at 11 feet.
That could be where the treasure's hiding.
I detected gold.
Wow. 100%.
What if you found out that the treasure on Oak Island is just a stone's throw away? Yes, the same treasure that has been sought by kings, soldiers, explorers, and even TV crews for hundreds of years. But what has been found now is shocking the world. During excavations beneath Smith's Cove, a secret tunnel has been found, and what was in that tunnel was nothing like anything ordinary. Its old staircases, dark, watery passages, and clues that could be linked to the Templar Knights or some secret organization. As soon as the team got inside, the cameras turned off, the machines stopped, as if some unseen force didn't want this truth to be known to the world. But now, everything has been leaked. And listen, it doesn't end there. Recently, explorers have found traces of gold in the water and plants on Oak Island. Imagine, is the entire land, the entire island, shrouded in the mystery of gold? Local stories even say that the door to the treasure will not open until one more person dies. So now the question is, has the treasure been found, or is this just the beginning of a bigger mystery? What you are going to see next in this video may change history forever. If you're fascinated by these secrets and discoveries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on this incredible journey. You won't want to miss what's coming next. The name of Oak Island first came into discussion when in the year 1795, three boys saw something that seemed like a treasure story. These boys were Daniel McGinnis, John Smith, and Anthony Vaughan. They saw a strange place. The ground under a tree seemed to be slightly sunken, as if something was buried there, and an old rope was hanging from a branch of the tree, which made it seem as if someone had lowered or pulled something up here. These three suspected that something was definitely hidden here. They started digging. After digging about 2 meters, they found a layer of stone, and below that some more layers of wood. There was a wooden floor at a depth of every 10 feet. Seeing all this, they were convinced that this place was not ordinary. And from there began the biggest mystery of Oak Island, which we know today as Money Pit. After this, for many years, different teams excavated here, but every time they were disappointed. Sometimes the water filled up, sometimes the tunnels caved in, and sometimes the ground started slipping. It seemed as if this place itself was fighting to hide its secret. Many times people even lost their lives during the excavation. But even then the efforts did not stop. Many millions of dollars have been spent in search of the treasure. But the real truth has not been fully revealed even today. This very beginning of Oak Island makes it different from all other treasure stories, because here there is not just treasure, but a living mystery, which is still attracting everyone towards it. The attempt to solve the mystery of Oak Island is not just a recent thing. In the last 200 years, dozens of teams have come, excavated, spent money, but the truth is that no one has found the entire treasure, till now. Every team thought that if they just dig a little more, they will find everything. But every time either the water filled up, the tunnel collapsed, or something happened that stopped the digging. History has witnessed that so far about 6 people have died in this mission. Many teams went bankrupt, millions of dollars have been spent, but Oak Island never revealed its secrets easily. In the 20th century, many big companies worked here. Some even ordered heavy machines to do the excavation. But the land here is such that every time people go near the treasure and get stuck. And then come Rick and Marty Lagina, 2 brothers from Michigan, America, who were driven crazy by the story of Oak Island since childhood. Rick first learned about the island from an old magazine article, and since then he was determined to excavate it himself one day. Marty, a successful businessman, invested money to make Rick's passion come true, and then began a mission that continues to this day. These 2 brothers did not just excavate, but started descending into the depths of Oak Island by combining history, science, and technology. Their team has explored Oak Island using modern methods like sonar, borehole drilling, water analysis, and metal detection. Now the question is, will Rick and Marty find what no one has been able to find for hundreds of years? There were many excavations on Oak Island, but Smith's Cove changed the whole game. Earlier, people used to think that the real treasure could only be under the money pit. But when the team started digging Smith's Cove, they found something that no one expected. This place is right on the seashore. When excavation was done here, the team found many old wooden structures, drain systems, and layers of stones there, which were not natural at all. Looking at these things, it was clear that someone had planned and hidden something here hundreds of years ago. The most surprising thing was box drains. These were systems made of stone and wood that pulled water inwards from the sea. That is, if someone tried to reach the money pit, this system would fill the pit with water and the excavation would stop. Now think, this is difficult engineering even in today's time. Then how did someone do this hundreds of years ago? Apart from this, a U-shaped structure was also found, which was made of large wooden beams. These beams are still submerged in water, and when scientists did a dating test on them, it was found that they were from around 1700 S. This proves that some big work was going on Oak Island during that period. Some people believe that all this was being done by the Templar Knights or some secret organization so that no one could reach the treasure. And to be honest, the kind of drainage system and tunnels found here, it seems that this was a complex plan made only to hide the treasure. Smith's Cove made it clear that something is hidden very deep on Oak Island, and this work cannot be done by any ordinary person. When the excavation at Oak Island reached a depth through Smith's Cove, the team found something that surprised everyone. While digging, a narrow tunnel was visible. This tunnel was surrounded by stones and did not look like a normal pit at all. It had fine layers of soil, water, and wood, and the most surprising thing was that this tunnel seemed to be leading somewhere towards the money pit. When the team tried to go deeper into this tunnel, they found an old rotten wooden ladder there. Now this was not a normal ladder. It looked to be handmade from thin, round wooden sticks. Such stairs are not made with today's technology, nor would anyone go down to such a depth just for fun. This meant clearly someone had already gone down in this tunnel a long time ago, and perhaps he knew that something very important was hidden below. This tunnel and stairs were indicating that something had been buried here after a plan and careful planning. Now, as soon as the team started moving ahead of the stairs and tunnel, something happened that stunned the entire team. The cameras started shutting down on their own. Yes, while all this was being recorded, all the CCTV cameras and surveillance systems installed at the time of digging all stopped working one by one. At first, the team thought that there might be some technical fault. But when 4 or 5 devices started shutting down simultaneously, everyone started thinking, and then the machines also started doing strange things. The digging drill stopped, the sensors started showing blank, and the ground scanner stopped detecting anything. Now consider it a mere coincidence or something else, but all this happening at the same place where the tunnel and stairs were found can also be a sign of some unseen power or energy. This moment was very confusing for Rick Lagina and his team. On one hand, they had embarked on the biggest discovery in history, and on the other, it seemed as if no one wanted them to move forward. Some of the team was scared, some were confused, but Rick and Marty did not back down. They decided that no matter what, this time, they would bring out the truth about Oak Island. The deeper the mystery of Oak Island goes, the more strange and mysterious it becomes. Looking at the signs, structures, and things found during the excavation, it is no longer just about the treasure. Rather, this whole matter seems to be connected to the most mysterious, secret organizations of history. Examples of these outside secrets range from an organization of prison soldiers, corrupt high commanders, to secret agencies that pilot LAPD cars, arrests, and prison escapes. The first name that comes to mind is that of the Templar Knights, who were called medieval warrior saints. These people were very powerful during the period of the Crusades, and it is said that they had immense wealth, secret documents, and sacred religious objects. When the governments and Church of Europe conspired against them, they made their treasure disappear and themselves went underground. Regarding Oak Island, many historians and researchers believe that the Templar Knights may have hidden their heritage on this island. Some stone signs, cross-like shapes, and underground structures found during the excavation match Templar symbols. Seeing these marks, it was also said that Oak Island was not just a treasure trove, but must have been a part of the activities of a religious mission or a mysterious organization. Names like Freemasons and Illuminati come into discussion because their symbols are also similar to the structures found on Oak Island. It is believed that Freemasons carried forward the tradition of Templar and are still secretly active around the world. Some designs, maps, and layouts found on Oak Island look as if they were made under a master plan, and that too when there was no trace of technology. It also comes to light in history that there are many signs of Templar activities in North America. Some old maps and documents mention islands like Oak Island, where religious symbols and tunnels were present. It is not easy to ignore these things, especially when modern excavations and investigations are finding all those things that have been mentioned in centuries-old records. Amidst these historical and symbolic theories, one more thing came to light that surprised the entire team: traces of gold found in the soil, water, and plants of Oak Island. When Rick and Marty Lagina's team took samples of the surrounding soil and water and sent them to the lab for testing, everyone was surprised to see the report. Small traces of gold were found in many parts, which showed that the effect of a large gold deposit below was reaching the top. This was not just about the soil. Traces of gold were also found in the leaves and roots of some trees and plants. Scientists believe that if there is a large amount of gold very deep in the ground, then its effect can reach the plants. Plants draw traces of gold, along with water and minerals, from the soil. As soon as this was confirmed, the team's hopes increased even more. Now it was difficult to believe that the treasure was buried in just one place. It seemed as if the whole Oak Island was filled with gold particles, and perhaps a large chamber or vault was still hidden under the ground. This gave a new direction to the entire search. Now the team was not just focusing on structures or tunnels, but was also trying to find out where the real treasure could be and how big it was, through chemical tests of soil and water. Meanwhile, a theory also came to light that the spread of gold on such a large scale shows that the treasure must have been divided into many parts, rather than kept in one place, and every place was designed in such a way that even if someone reached near it, water and soil would become an obstacle in his way. Oak Island is no longer just an excavation site. It is a living mystery, in which a unique confluence of science, history, and occult powers is visible. The things that emerged from the ground while excavating Oak Island left the entire team thinking. These were not ordinary soil, wood, or stone, but some ancient symbols and artifacts that seemed to be connected to a deep secret of history. At some places, special engravings were found on the stones as if some code or message had been hidden. These symbols included some cross-shaped signs, arrow marks, and letters engraved in a strange language which could not be easily understood. On one stone, it seemed as if an ancient map was drawn with routes and markings. Some coins were also found which belonged to the medieval period of Europe. Looking at the structure and metal of these coins, it seemed that these were not ordinary trade coins, but must have been part of a royal treasury or a special mission. Apart from this, a piece of wood was also found which had burnt marks, as if it was part of some religious or mysterious ritual. Some people believed that these artifacts belonged to some secret organization or religious group who considered Oak Island not just a place to hide treasure, but a sacred place. These discoveries made this story even more mysterious. It was no longer just about the gold buried in the ground. Now it was about the signs that were hidden for centuries. It seemed as if someone had hidden all these things very thoughtfully so that only a chosen person, who would come later, could understand them. But the layers of mystery of Oak Island do not end here. There is a local story related to this place which has scared people till now and also forces them to think. According to this story, the treasure of Oak Island will not be revealed until 7 people lose their lives. Now, this is not a film line, but a story that has been going on among the local people for years, which is taken very seriously. And the most shocking thing is that so far 6 people have lost their lives in incidents related to this discovery. In some accidents, people got trapped during the excavation. Someone died due to poisonous gas, and some such accidents happened which are not understood properly till date. These deaths have also created an atmosphere of fear about Oak Island. Some people say that this is a curse, an old warning which should not have been ignored. Whenever the excavation intensifies or the team comes close to the treasure, some strange incident is sure to happen. Sometimes the machines stop, sometimes the weather suddenly turns bad, and sometimes people at the excavation site even feel strange sounds and vibrations. Despite all these scary things, the team of Rick and Marty Lagina did not back down. For them, this is not just a task of finding treasure, but a mission to bring the truth buried for hundreds of years in front of the world. His team has taken every safety precaution, adopted scientific research, and is moving ahead thoughtfully at every step. These folklore and strange events have made Oak Island not just an excavation site, but a living puzzle. More than soil, stones, and tunnels, it is the stories that speak that have frightened and attracted people for generations. The excavations taking place on Oak Island have always been on camera, especially after being shot by the History Channel team, but something happened that surprised everyone. At a very crucial point in the excavation, footage surfaced that had never been on air, and was later leaked on the internet. The footage is believed to have been recorded by a team member who perhaps wanted to share the truth with the world. What was seen in the clip was extremely shocking. Inside a dark tunnel there were some stone and metal figures that had not been shown in any video before. The video showed a special box-like structure covered with wet soil and rocks. Some strange symbols were engraved on it, perhaps a code or a religious symbol. As the team started touching the box, the camera blurred and the signal disappeared. The next clip showed a member saying, "We are not allowed to show this." Shortly after this, the video suddenly cuts off. This was the thing that made most people think. It seemed as if someone was trying to hide that information deliberately. From the day this footage was leaked, there was an uproar on social media. People started questioning whether the History Channel or any other organization deliberately did not show this clip, or is some other big power controlling this search. Whatever the truth is, it is clear that the excavation of Oak Island is no longer just a search. It has now become a battle for secret truths and hidden information. Meanwhile, the search that has been done so far is not limited to just stone or gold. Whatever is being found, it is touching that part of history which has never been properly written in books till now. If this treasure has really been found, and the artifacts found so far are real, then its impact will not be limited to Oak Island alone. This can change the perspective of the entire history. As new things are being found in the tunnels, religious symbols, secret codes, gold particles, and old European artifacts, all these are showing that perhaps 400–500 years ago, something else was going on in America, the story of which was hidden from the world till date. If it is proved that a secret society or an organization like the Templar Knights came here and hid treasure or documents here, then the history books taught in schools will have to be rewritten. Those stories which were considered myths till now will now be seen as truth. This discovery of Oak Island is no longer just an archaeological discovery. It has become the biggest review of history, and whatever truth comes out in this, it will change the thinking and understanding of the coming generations. Those who thought it was just a TV show, now they too are understanding that what is going on here, it is not a part of history, but an act of making history. The secrets that the excavations at Oak Island have revealed so far seem no less than a film story. Tunnels, stairs, old artifacts, symbols, and now even traces of gold have been found in water and plants. But despite so much evidence, one thing is still not completely clear. Has the treasure been completely found yet? In some parts, there are still signs that indicate that there is a lot more hidden under the ground. The path of some tunnels is incomplete, there are some symbols whose meaning has not been understood yet, and the biggest thing, the complete information about the box that was seen in the leakage footage has not been revealed yet. This could also mean that what has been found so far is just the beginning. If the treasure is so old and hidden so deeply, then it is possible that it has been divided into many parts. Some part has been found, and the rest is still buried in its layers under the ground. Even after so many scientific investigations, historical connections, and hard work of excavation, the team's search is not complete. Some documents, some tunnels, and some incidents like electronic interference have still left many answers incomplete. Oak Island has still not been able to fully reveal its secrets. Even after so many efforts, when every excavation gives birth to a new mystery, it is clear that this journey is not over yet. The passion and hard work shown by Rick and Marty Lagina's team has become an example for today's new generation. It is no longer just a matter of finding history. It has now become a determination to uncover the truth. This story of Oak Island kept people confused for hundreds of years and remains equally mysterious even today, but the only difference is that today we have technology, research, and there are people who are engaged in searching for the truth without stopping. If you are also as connected to this mystery as we are, then it is important to take this journey to more people. Videos like these show you things you might not find in books and introduce you to questions that are about to be answered. So if you liked this video and want to get to the bottom of mysteries like Oak Island, subscribe to the channel. Comment below to let us know what you found most shocking and what you would like to see in the next exploration. The story of Oak Island is not over yet. The real mystery is just beginning to unfold.